Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10, Fields again. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it. But what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Flushed out right. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 38, Fields. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Finding room to the 20. Touchdown! Marquise Goodwin. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, there you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass in the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On 3rd down, Burrow. Open man is Uzama. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd there to make the grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Fields. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Steps away. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On second down, Montgomery. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They snap it to Fields, eluding the pressure right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they haven't been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Fields rolling to his left. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. Touchdown Bears! Marquise Goodwin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A handoff running left, Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On first down, Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. They'll go to P-Ryan, trying to pound it in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Samaje P-Ryan. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Fields on first down. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. He's going to try and go deep again. And this one is incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
55 Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action, Fields steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Below Nichols drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here comes Grant on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Now Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, we knew that Darnell Mooney could absolutely fly, but he was only taken in the 5th round out of Tulane because of his size. He ended up being one of the better late-round picks in the NFL last year. 61 catches on the season. There's another one there, this time for a first down.
Let's go.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw is Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Trey Flowers picks it. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Mixon will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. P-Ryan. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Once more, P-Ryan. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. On 4th down, out comes the rookie 5th-round pick, Evan McPherson, for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
55 is my guy, 55. Come to my world. We want come to my world.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Just like that. Just like that.
Now it's Fields. Caught by Montgomery. And some room to work. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
On first down, Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Man open is Robinson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21.
It's almost not fair when you talk about Allen Robinson to talk about how dependable he is, but that's a great word for him. Last year, first time he's gone over 100 receptions in his career, and he makes a nice catch there for a first down.
Again, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mark 55! Mark 55! Here we go.
Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Brandon Wilson to return it. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, for as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st down, it's Fields. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney, 41 yards. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Robert Quinn in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up a throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
46 yards on the ground for him so far. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Back to Mixon on second down, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. Touchdown, Bengals. Antonio Callaway. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
First and 10 at the 48.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Fields now to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
They'll look to throw again, sliding out of the pocket. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Fields. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
And with the scoreboard against him here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there of finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets him up with 1st and goal.
Fields throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you,